Now let's get it started. Let's get it started.
Play ball!
Chelsea beats Palmeiras 2-1. Lovely goal from Palmer in the 16th minute. Then Estevao, Chelsea play actually, but after this World Club World is going to go back to Chelsea. He equalized with a very
see that shot?
lovely goal from the near post to equalize that game 1-1 before an own goal from Palmeiras to make it 2-1 for Chelsea. Chelsea deserve to be, if you look at the statistics in this game, Chelsea deserve to be in the semi-final of this competition.
Well said. They deserve it. They deserve to be in the semi-finals, no doubt. I just want to say that we are beginning to see a clearer picture of Enzo Maresca's starting 11 for the coming season. Look at the back four, solid back four. Reece James wasn't in his position, but Gusto did one because he pulled the second goal, even though it was credited to Weverton. If you look at the midfield setup, everything is looking nice. Andre Santos started today. We've been talking about him not getting
because
into
Caicedo
the
was
side.
out or suspension.
And so at least he got
Santos,
some game time. And then you also look at where Nkunku was deployed
from the left side.
From the left side. Okay, so I don't know. Maybe I don't know if Nkunku is going to stay back, but you cannot sign Gittins and João Pedro and then still keep Nkunku back. It don't make sense. So apart from all these things, fantastic starting 11, game on. Palmer, they say you cannot spell Palmeiras without spelling Palmer. So Palmer showed up. Fantastic goal. They did everything they could to knock him off the ball and try to get him away from the ball, but just small chance. Slotted it in.
Nice game of football also.
Good game, good. You see, it's what, like now we say they have numbers. Now we're going to see that those numbers are beginning to show small. I'm not saying they are there yet, though. They are still like miles away from where they need to be, but they are beginning to show quality. It's not about the numbers, it's about the quality of each players. Look at Ensugo coming in. What's it called? Esugo, I will let him name. Dario Esugo coming in for Andre Santos. That submit sense. To some people, that submit sense because he came in, he offered more, he did more, he got more balls, he went forward, he defended well, he attacked well. And look at players, you say, okay, Reece James is not playing left back, and this man is not making crazy errors. Malo Gusto, he's not making crazy errors like that. You see that Tosi is on the bench, okay, fine, Tosi is on the bench, Chaloba with the assist.
Yeah.
So there's quality. Like if you're sleeping on your position, I am there to compete with you. That brings about quality on the bench where you compete for places. I know you will say this is the starting 11 now, but there is room for substitution and squad rotation because of the squad Chelsea has. You'll see that whenever any player comes in, you will not feel the absence of the last player. We felt like this game could have been more dominant on the Chelsea side if Caicedo would have been in this game because in midfield there were some errors Santos made that we know. That kind of error will only happen to Caicedo in his first Premier League season. You get, but now that he is more dominant on the ball, he will make those errors, and those errors led to, I think, defensive error led to one of those goals, perhaps the goal for Palmeiras, the only goal for Palmeiras. So I just feel like if they could build on this structure, give this team more, you get something to motivate them. I don't know, but something to motivate them. They could become one of the best teams.
What you want make them use motivate you again? You have a 7-year contract. You are getting good money.
No.
What other motivation?
Last year, Nico Williams signed contract. Now they motivate them. This year, he does another new contract. Another 7 years or 10 years still. So now after
make
a cause surprise you. Should Palmer signed 10 years contract when he joined Chelsea. I mean, 7 years contract when he joined Chelsea. After 2 years, they reviewed the contract, add extra 3 years. It's another.
I think why they did that for Palmer because they had to increase the salary.
Now the motivation after 2 years. You go back into the contract, you add one team, you add more bonuses.
If you look at the statistics in that game, Chelsea had 19 shots in total, 6 on target, more possession, 63% possession, and had more passes than Palmeiras. If you look at that game, they actually Chelsea dominated that game and decided to win that game. But interesting game, the lap started. João Pedro was introduced and he played as a number 9. Jackson did not play. He returned back from suspension. So now we are not, we are arguing that where Pedro play.
Where Pedro go play?
Now, his first game for Chelsea, he played as a number 9. Now,
Nkunku where they talk play from the flanks, which I told you that was where he played before he came to Chelsea.
Nkunku played from the left. The lap started the game, but around 55 minutes they removed the lap. He didn't really impact the game much, and they put Pedro. He didn't really do much in that game, but what do you make of that? Pedro playing as a number 9, Jackson not playing at all. Do you think that it's going to be a shift for Chelsea this season?
I don't think it's going to be a shift, right? I think that you sign a player for a particular role, And then the fringe benefits of having that player is that you get to use him in other positions when opportunity comes. So I think if João Pedro is going to be a first team player, he's going to play on the left. But if anybody in that 9 is not delivering or is not available, he's going to have the flexibility to come into that position and do the work that is required.
It's going to confuse you because we are all expecting that he will start from the left.
Now, you are expecting, and I said before when he was playing for Brighton, Mitoma gets that left, but Pedro they play every match. How they take the do?
So
Welbeck, him and Welbeck, they always swap mostly.
That's what I'm saying.
Now only if Mitoma get red card, which is injury. Now you go see I said they play him for left small, sometimes fewer times.
So in this
Chelsea side now, I said the day they signed him, I said something about the Jackson in the show. I said there's rumors that Jackson might be leaving back to Spain. There were rumors at that time that Jackson might be leaving back to Spain. And we all said we all debunked the rumors, but now you'll see that this guy is coming in and he's playing as a number 9. Why Christopher Nkunku that everybody wants to leave the club? All the Chelsea fans want Christopher Nkunku to leave the club, and he played from the left and he impressed because you won't tell me that Christopher Nkunku last night did not impress.
He not impressed.
And anytime,
he missed point blank goal opportunity and goal.
He go miss goal. Now Nkunku be that he don't know where post day, he leg don't know where post day, but he go always impress.
I'm happy you're admitting this now because last season you were telling me that he has better conversion than Jackson.
Yes, he scored goals for Conference League against children.
We have to understand. We have to check what Maresca want to do with Pedro because Jackson did not play at all. The lap started. He might try in a few positions. That's why probably introducing this club to try him before the Premier League to find the best fit. I keep saying it that João Pedro is the same caliber of player like João Phillips.
So the both you are waiting for the team.
It's same problem they are not still correcting. They are bringing players
and they are bringing more players in that position, in that spec
of so I don't know.
I just feel like it's the energy to burn for João Pedro.
It's not about the energy to burn because let's look at this thing now philosophically now, right? Let's look at it from first principles. You assigning a player into the club. If Jackson is going, that means João Pedro is the backup to the lab because João Pedro will not start ahead of the lab. Let's see. Maybe if
not.
Jackson is going, that means João Pedro is the new face of the 9 position and the lab is his backup. If Jackson is not going,
and talks on that money that they use start player 60 million and 30 million, which means now 60 million go start, now 30 million go for bench.
I'm just saying if that's the way it's going to be, he's going to be the one that will have to start in that 9 position. But if Jackson is staying, then João Pedro, if he wants to still play from that position, he has to be a big part player, even though he has a big salary, a big transfer budget. So I still feel he's going to be deployed on the left come Premier League.
Well, let's see what happens with them. Chelsea won that game 2-1. Esugo was introduced in that, even though that minute of that game, Santos played in place of Caicedo and he did well. I like the way he controlled the midfield. Because he is more of a forward player than Caicedo, so he did well in that game.
But I'm most excited about ESTEVAO, man.
Yeah, ESTEVAO scored that goal. After this club World Cup, he's going to move to Chelsea. We have to manage all these players at Chelsea. When ESTEVAO enters, you will see where he's going to fit in all these players: PALMER, ESTEVAO, Nkunku, Jackson, Delap, and Pedro. But in this particular game, Chelsea beat
Palmeiras
2-1.